Well, hello and welcome everyone to the first episode of Grandma Goes Deep Conversations with Teens. What are our kids thinking about today? What are they feeling in our world? I thought that would be something everybody would be interested in, and especially me. So, together we have chosen a topic that we're going to discuss. But first, I want you to know exactly who we have here today and maybe a little bit about where you're from and where you live and any background that you want to give us. Jaya.
Hello, I am Jaya. I am 19. I was born in Australia but have been in Bali for almost 15 years now. And I'm very happy to be here, very excited for the conversations today and what's going to emerge.
Thank you, Gaia. And then here we have.
Julian. I am 17. I am American, but I was born in Bali. And, well, I've been here 17 years.
I'm Josh. I was born and raised in the Netherlands until I moved to Bali when I was young. I'm 18 years old, been here for 7 years now. And yeah, I can't wait to see what this, where this will bring us. So,
Okay, thanks so much. It's great to hear about you. So that we have a topic that we've all looked at, and it goes like this. You were born at a momentous time of massive change. You might even say chaos. How is it working for you? How do you navigate this world of ours? Do you believe that you chose to incarnate? Is it possible that you have a unique gift or gifts to offer? What is your favorite thing to do? What makes you happy? So that's sort of something to talk around, it's sort of, and my idea was that this would be our talking stick, and that you because some people, well, I know I talk a long time, so sometimes people need to be limited, like me, but otherwise just go for it. Just talk as much as you want, because it takes a while to get into what you really want to say sometimes. So who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go first.
Thank you.
Alright, so, the first thing I heard you say was, what the experience is like of being born at a time of huge transformation and where a lot of things are happening in the world. So I think that would be a good place to start for all of us. For me specifically, first many years of my life, everything that's happening in the world went quite unnoticed for me. Up until the past 5 or 6 years, specifically since COVID started, over time I have been quite invested in what's currently happening in the world, and in politics, and my ideology moving through it depends on the way I move through it is I try to not let it affect who I am as a person too much. I try to not let it affect my worldview on everything, and change me as a person. Now, I'm still very invested in everything what's happening in the world, so I try to take everything with a grain of salt. I think it is knowing what's going on is important, especially for the youth today. But it's also really important to find the balance between knowing what's going on and not taking everything too literally, as if we have front seats to basically a movie, a huge show of entertainment. Now, there's a lot of evil that's going on in the world. There's also a lot of beautiful things going on in the world. And as long as we just, as long as what I do, as long as I just don't take everything too seriously, too literally, I'm able to find my place, educate myself, and gather a lot of knowledge on it. And that's how I see it. It can get very overwhelming seeing everything pop up with different countries, politics, and how people are treating each other. Let's not even get started on conspiracy theories right now. I think that's something for another day. So yeah, it's I enjoy the show, but yeah, I also have opinions, and it's just how I see it. So yeah. Anyone else interested in sharing their ideology or responding to the prompt?
I guess we'll just
Julian?
go in line. Oh. Gotta ruminate for a second. Yeah. That's for sure. Okay. Silly enough, the first thing that this prompt makes me think of is a quote from The Lord of the Rings. It goes something like this. This is my most likely terrible paraphrasing of it, but it goes something like this. The main character is Frodo, who is saying that he wishes he was not born to see such times as he's seeing in the story. And the old wizard responds by saying, "So do all who live to see such times, but it's not for us to decide when to be born, but to decide what to do with the time that is given to us." I really like that quote, because I kind of agree with what Josh is saying, where it's good to live in the moment and not get bogged down by kind of the weight of all the things that happen in the world. And especially if you're keeping up with the news, because I find often it highlights the bad without actually talking about the good. So it often makes the world seem worse than it is. It's actually a medical condition where if you sit inside and watch the news all day, you get like a paranoia about going outside because of the news. So that's a thing that happens. But yeah, I mean, I definitely don't know the answer to if I was born to do something. I guess we'll see. I just try to live, and hopefully that's enough.
Let's give this to Jaya, and Jaya, in your big voice, let's hear what you have to say.
Well, I am a very sensitive person. I'm like the kind of person who will like cry if the sunset is really beautiful, but also if like I accidentally step on a snail on the path, or if like I come to something like this, I'm like, I'm nervous sitting here and talking with everyone, and that also means that I get very affected, even just on a energetic feeling level, about things that are happening. Like I can be sitting alone in my room and I will feel so much intensity moving through me that feels like something in the world that I'm tapping into. And so for me, it's really important to have things that I love doing, like writing music or being with horses or spending time with people that I love, to help ground me with all of the change that's happening. Yeah, if that makes sense.
It does. So, and Jaya, do you feel like you're aware of that you keep track of what is happening. To what extent do you do that?
I don't. I mean, I don't keep up with politics. I don't watch the news. I don't have too many conversations about it, more just things I overhear. But I love talking with people about, I love talking with people on a really personal level. And over the past few years, what I've noticed is that and I mean, I'm pretty young, so maybe this has always been this way, but a lot of people are talking about transformations and big changes that they themselves have never seen before. Like way before they're talking about times way before I was born. They're like, now this is the time where I'm going through the most changes and the most realizations in their inner lives. Probably around COVID times as well is when a lot of people have said, like, that's when it began for me. Wait, what was your question? I forgot why.
How much you are affected and aware
of. So, I mean, I don't know how to define my awareness level. Like, I love talking with people about things, but I'm not keeping up with news or politics too much. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think I will add my thoughts about this first part of the topic. And it was interesting with your quote from Lord of the Rings, because what I would say is the opposite. I would say, and this is like completely my theory, I'm not the only one with this idea, but this is what I believe that sort of motivates me, is that we choose to come here at this time. And I say we, I mean, that I chose my incarnation. And that puts such an interesting perspective on things, because I believe that we were a consciousness before we came into our bodies, and that consciousness said, yes, I want to come into this time of chaos and transformation on this planet. So that sort of puts a different flavor to the whole thing. And then I have this idea that, for me personally, as an older person, I'm 75, it's my duty to be happy. It's my duty to be happy, and at the same time, I'm really fascinated by what's going on. So I'm always trying to figure out and put the puzzle pieces together. That's like something that's important for me, and that I do. It's lovely to be my age, because you have lots of time to do these things. And so I'm putting the puzzle pieces together, and yet I feel like I can't go around, because some things are pretty not nice that are happening at this present moment and all over the place, and you can see them, but it's not supposed to bring me down. So it's a little bit similar to what Josh is saying. I have to keep my frequency high. That's just one way of expressing that. And just see the beauty. So that's and I replenish myself by going out in nature. I spend a lot of time in nature because for me, everything in nature is beautiful. So that always gives me, and it also for me is an expression of God, an expression of the Creator, and so. So that makes my life very meaningful, because I feel like I'm here on purpose, and I feel that you are too, that you all are too, and that And you don't have to believe it, but that's the way I look at it. And then I look at every person like, oh, and especially young people, because they fascinate me. What do you think your purpose is? Your little unique gift. And that goes to the next aspect of our question today is, do you think you have a unique gift, or what makes you happy? What would you like to do in this world as it is today?
Really good question. I'm very curious about what's actually out there. And so one of my interests is being open to different possibilities, being open to things that cross my path, whether this is people or experiences. One of my dreams would be to go travel around places. And instead of looking at it as what's my purpose, it would more so be, okay, what does the universe have in store for me? And just follow my heart, follow my interests, meet new people. I would consider myself, I would love, for example, to do something entrepreneurial when I grow up. And right now I'm studying with both of you, and I have a really good time, and I primarily value the skills that we learn: writing, communication, pattern recognition. It's been really fun, and is also something I really enjoy doing. Gathering knowledge, kind of building my own character. And I would love to do something like, entrepreneurial related, as I said. So whether this is my own business, something independent. And I think in today's age where artificial intelligence and especially just digital technology is skyrocketing and reaching a really impressive level, I think this is very possible, and also something I would love to explore. Just really to answer the question, my purpose I would resonate my purpose with following the direction that my heart wants to go, where the universe wants to take me, and just loving people, loving what I do, even if that's difficult sometimes. So it's not all meant to be easy, but let's at least find the enjoyment and comfort in the discomfort.
What's my purpose? Pretty quick answered question, yeah.
Well, what do you like to do, remember? What makes you happy?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of contradict the point that I said before, because I do believe that we're put here to do something, but I think what I was trying to get across before is that it's easy to get lost in kind of the despair of the time and like the despair of all the things that are going on in the world. So it's like how we choose to fulfill our kind of point of being, like if we chose to be in this life, how we choose to live in it. Like we can choose to follow all that despair, or we can choose to live more through like joy and kindness and all that. I think that was what I was failing to articulate before. I think that ties into my purpose, because I don't know what my purpose is, if I'm being frank. But I think trying to live in a kind of kinder state, for me personally, feels like kinder to others and like myself. It makes me feel closer to what I would imagine my purpose would be. Like, doing something out of that kind of state, no matter what it is, I feel like is closer to what I would consider my purpose to be. Yeah.
Beautiful. So it's like service. Could you use that word? I mean, that doesn't mean you're a toilet cleaner, but it's just like
Yeah.
you want to give that. Well, that's, I'm not putting words into your mouth here. Here you go.
Okay. um, I definitely believe that me and everyone was put here for a purpose, and I have a very deep relationship with purpose. I've always thought about it from a very, very young age. It's been something that I am continually fascinated by. And what I've found is that for me, it seems that purpose is less about what we do in the world and more about who we are in the world, because what we do stems from who we are. And there's many things I could list that I love doing, that I could say, this is definitely my purpose, this is definitely my purpose, this is definitely my purpose. But what they have in common is that they make me who I am, in a sense. It's just me following the things that I love to do, the things that bring me joy, even when they're really hard. It's these things that give me a sense of fulfillment. And I've also found that these things almost always coincide with service, which is very, 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 very important to me, to be in service to the world. Yeah.
Thank you, Jaya, and thank all of you. Yeah, I do believe that we all have a unique gift, and that it, like you've sort of all said, really more or less, that well, I think it's about finding out who you are, and you are unique. That's the thing. And we grow up in in the groups in school and in society, and we tend to be conforming, and it's really wonderful when we can say, this is me, and it's okay. And then I think it's part of the key to figure out what it is that is our gift and why we're here, and what fulfills us. That's what we want, right? We want to be fulfilled. I learned that, scientifically proven, that human beings are wired to care, share, and be fair. And that's what makes us happy. And there's lots of examples of that, when there's a disaster or something, people rush in and try to help each other. And so it's so satisfying to do that. Okay, is there anyone else who has any last words, or shall we just finish off for this episode? Josh, you look like you're thinking about something.
I was thinking about the last claim you made, also about humans having the natural drive to just help each other and connect. And at its core, I think that's true. And in a place like Bali, and a lot of places, I do still think that's true. But one problem is, I think, through not only media consumption, but also things like politics. To a certain extent, they are. How do I put this into words? They are kind of rewiring us. Thank you. And slowly, there is kind of a numbing effect that I've noticed going on within the youth, sometimes even younger adults. Where not only like our attention span is degrading rapidly, but also we are losing the touch and the connection that we are curious about in other human beings. And like you said, I think we have been kind of rewired and are slowly being controlled to not reach as deep of a level with each other as we were intended to be. Yeah, and that's I do think that would be detrimental if it wasn't for the huge transformation that I think we are going through right now, which is kind of, I see it as our teacher thinks, a huge awakening on a mass scale. This could, I don't even know where this could go. This could go to a new world order, mass awakening. The fun in it is that I'm just gonna observe and I'll just see what happens, and I'm just gonna continue to kind of do my own thing with people I love.
Last words from you, Julia?
I mean, I think Josh is very right that there's I think that all those things numb us, but I think deep down we are all good people. I think we all humans are born with the potential for good. And I think it's worth trying to tap into that a bit more. Yeah.
And you, Jaya, I was particularly interested when you talked about being very sensitive. I think a lot of young people are being born more sensitive. That may be wrong, but anyway, you mentioned that. And if you'd like to say anything more about that, or anything else you'd like to say.
Something I would like to add about this kind of numbing effect that we're seeing in our generation is that the numbness stops the ability to feel depth. And depth in hard times are what develop us, what make us look at ourselves, look at our lives, and ultimately grow. And when we're stuck in these loops of numbness and dopamine, scrolling, watching things, we always have the opportunity to escape from that depth and that difficulty. And that's especially concerning regarding purpose, because what I've observed in my own life and in lives of people that I've talked to is that in those moments of difficulty, that when we're connecting to ourselves and feeling the depth of our feelings and our experiences, that is when we connect to ourselves and therefore connect to our purpose. Which is just another thought that I had that came to me. And about sensitivity, in a way, people that are more sensitive have an advantage in that area, because it's a lot harder for sensitive people to ignore their feelings, although it is very possible. And I think me and a lot of sensitive people that I've talked to learn to dissociate a lot of the time because of the intense things that happen in our world. Sorry, what was your question? I start talking and then I'm floating and then I'm like, wait, I started this. Sorry.
It was about your experience of being sensitive.
Yes.
Since I don't have that, and it's not everyone that has that, and I think, but perhaps younger people have it more today.
Yes. It can be extremely, extremely challenging in the world because it's not something that is valued and it's not something often that is accepted. This is why, like, we have a beautiful tiny schooling program now, which I love and I thrive in. But before going to the school, I struggled a lot with just with curriculums that I didn't resonate with subjects that didn't resonate with peers who couldn't understand me at all, and it made me have to shut off parts of myself to protect myself from the environments that I was in. And I know that a lot of my friends who are very sensitive as well have similar experiences where they're forced to be less sensitive because people don't understand sensitive people's ability to read someone, to understand almost magically, like to understand people, to understand a room of energy. They don't, if you're not sensitive, you don't understand the sensitivity. And so people often I'm trying to get to my point. But I think people who don't experience that sensitivity, it's really easy for them to dismiss it and just say, like, you're crazy, that's not real, or you shouldn't feel that way. But it is very real, and it's hard, but I think it's really important because people that are sensitive catch on to things very quickly and are very sensitive towards other people. They can be such amazing vessels of service for other people because of how aware and empathetic they are. Yeah. I hope that all makes sense.
Thank you. I think we can be satisfied with this conversation. Anybody else want to add anything?
It's just going to be an endless loop if I do. Right. Yeah, maybe we wrap it up and keep something for the next episode.
Yeah, because that's what happens. Once you start going deep, you start seeing all these other little threads that you can follow. And I was even planning to write stuff down, but I think I'll look at the video.
That's great. And if it's not too long, then
yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will add as well, I think this podcast is very, very helpful, and I feel like it's going to be really, really important. So thank you so much for giving us this space and for the spaces that you are going to create.
Thank you to all of you. This is Josh, Julian, and Jaya, the J team. And I'm Akasha. We have John Hakanata behind camera. Great thanks to our technician. And being that this is the first time that any of us have done anything like this, I think we can be satisfied. And I also think I'm really want to welcome any teenagers that contact me that want to be a part of this podcast. And you are all welcome back. And like we've just discovered, there are lots of questions and topics we can have, and it's hard to stick on one in this period of time. But I think we did a great job. So, hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you.